Hey guys, welcome to Kailey's Kitchen. This is going to be a new series on my YouTube channel where I share with you my tried and true favorite recipes, and I'm definitely going to make a playlist. Actually, I've already made a playlist, so whenever you want to go find a recipe, it's going to be super easy. You just go to the playlist and then you can start baking and cooking. Today we're going to make this no-bake graham cracker cake, and I absolutely love this for the 4th of July. It's kind of become our tradition in our household, so it's super easy. You don't have to just make it on the 4th of July. It's a great summer treat, and it's limited ingredients and super quick. So let me show you how I made this. Like I said, this recipe calls for very few ingredients. You have heavy cream, almond extract or almond emulsion, vanilla extract, organic powdered sugar, that's just my preference. Then you can choose any kind of graham crackers that you want. I went with the honey graham crackers, but if you're gluten-free, make sure you go with gluten-free graham crackers. Then I went with blueberries and strawberries. It's up to you what berries you want to use. Time to make your whipped cream. So you go in with your heavy cream and you fill it up until about 3 cups. I actually skimped and I didn't have a full 3 cups, so I just used 2 cups. That's okay. You're just going to have a little less whipped cream in your dessert and a little less of a layer. You go in with 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Then you add in your vanilla extract. You use 1 teaspoon and another teaspoon. So you have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now go in with your almond extract. I use almond emulsion because that's really all I have right now. I didn't know that there was a difference, but it tells you the conversions on the back if you do have the emulsion. So you see how it's a little bit thicker and jelly-like? That's just what an emulsion is, and you use a 1/2 teaspoon of the almond. Now it's time to mix all of your ingredients together. I love my KitchenAid mixer, but you can definitely do this with a hand mixer. You just got to put in a little more elbow grease. You lock that mixer in, and then you go over to the power side, and I start off kind of low and slow, just making sure things don't fly around, and then you definitely want to pick up that speed so that everything can come together nice and quickly. Time to introduce you to Miss Pistache, my KitchenAid mixer that I got for my bridal shower. I've been dreaming of this since I was a little girl. It just brings things together so nice and quickly and little amount of work. And look at it. The whipped cream is nice, and this is exactly what you want with your whipped cream. Go in and turn off your KitchenAid mixer and check out your beautiful homemade whipped cream. There is actually nothing like homemade whipped cream. I'm never going to buy a whipped cream from the store again. Next up, we start layering. You can use kind of whatever pan you want. I just use this long pan because it looks more like the shape of a flag. Time to layer up your graham crackers. So actually, you're supposed to put whipped cream underneath the graham cracker so it doesn't slide and glide on the pan. I forgot, a lot's going on, but that's okay. All of it comes together. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be homemade. So you put your whipped cream on top of the graham crackers also, underneath as well, but the main thing is to make sure that it's on top of the graham crackers so that the layering process can begin. Now when you have your first layer of whipped cream on, you want to toss those berries in between each layer so every layer has a nice juicy bite. So I put blueberries and strawberries. You can add blackberries, raspberries, whatever you want. It will all taste really good. So keep layering your graham crackers because you want to continue to make as many layers as you want. So graham crackers, whipped cream, berries, repeat. I only made 2 layers because I, skimped out on that heavy cream. I forgot to grab extra, so I couldn't make multiple layers, but that's completely fine. It's going to taste just as good. You can make 16 layers if you want. Go ahead and throw those blueberries on there and make them into a square to look like the stars. Now it's time to make your stripes. So you take your strawberries and you cut them in half, and then you start lining them up like the stripes on an American flag. If you are not making an American flag, just throw your berries all over, add some sprinkles, whatever you want. Now place this into the refrigerator for about 3 hours. You don't have to do 3 hours. It depends on the texture that you like. I just do it whatever I'm preparing for. So I took it out. It's going to look like this inside. The graham crackers have definitely softened and it becomes this moist cake. It is so, so good. I just love graham crackers. I love berries and that homemade whipped cream. It's truly just the perfect treat. So you see how when you put your fork in there, it just melts together. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you definitely make it sometime this summer, and have a wonderful 4th of July if you're watching this on the 4th. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more recipes from me.